Good day, it's Mel Jones, and I am the motivational philosopher. In this video, we're going to talk about creative and critical thinking. I know we talked about this back on the motivational philosopher, what's a MP video, but now I want to go just a little bit deeper as why is the creative and the critical thinking part so important and how we use that, okay? Basically, we're using both sides of the brain. We want to tie those in together. When you use only one side, there's a lot of parts of your life that you can't quite maximize. There's a lot of parts of your life that you can't take full advantage of if you're not using both sides of the brain, if you're not using both sides of your skills. What I mean is it's like trying to play a sport and you're only using one hand. What about that other hand, right? How can you do a crossover from the right to the left if you don't know how to use your left hand? And that's what I want to be able to do, is help you use your left hand. And everybody's left hand is different. Sometimes people are more creative, sometimes people are more critical. But what do we mean by critical and creative? We're talking about structured thinking and unstructured thinking. We're talking about systematic thinking and free thinking. That's what we're talking about. Both are necessary in order to build a successful company. Both are necessary in order to have a flourishing relationship and a beautiful, flourishing, and strong family. You gotta have the structured and the unstructured. And when we tie those two things in together, what happens? One, we're able to solve problems. Problems that we expect and the problems that we don't expect, right? The problems that we know are coming, we get to set up for them, and the problems that we didn't see coming and hit us on the blind side, okay? Next one is we are able to create and build new boxes. You know, the whole idea is to think outside of the box, right? Well, if you're thinking critically and creatively, you can think up a whole new box, your very unique box. Meaning you can invent things, meaning you can create new strategies and systems that have never been done before, meaning you can put together new products, meaning you'll see the world from a lens that no one else has seen it before, and now you can bring a value that no one else has ever brought before. All right, and the last one is thinking creatively and critically will help elevate your life, not just live your life, not just survive. We want to thrive. Right? In order to elevate, you got to think on both sides. Now, when you're thinking on both sides of the spectrum, when you're thinking critically, right, which means you're thinking logically, systematically, practically. Okay, when you're thinking creatively, you're thinking abstractly, right? You're thinking out of the box. It means you're unpredictable. You're ready for the next thing that's coming. You're thinking very uniquely. When you think on both sides of the spectrum, going back and forth, you literally tie in the nerves from one side of the brain to the other side, and they actually connect. And the messages go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? And you're literally sewing in your mind on both sides. So then you see the world from a 360 view. You're no longer seeing it from the flat two-dimensional that we think we see the world. You actually see it from the 3D view, and you are able to move faster, more efficiently than most people are, and you're able to move more smoothly throughout your life. That way you can solve problems, you can build brand new boxes that never been built before, and you can actually elevate your life to levels maybe you never actually could dream before you started putting it all together. All right, look, I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. I'm gonna see you on the other side of greatness.